Alright, Elvena, I'm Aku and this is Diablo 2 Resurrected. And this might be the last Diablo stream because I think I'm like 2 missions from the end. I'm not gonna do a big intro because you know how there is the Christmas event right now? Well, 22 Nights of Terror, dressing layers, hero resistances are boosted by up to 75%. This almost feels like cheating, but we still have this for like 3 hours. And I'm gonna make use of it. Just fuck that. I'm not waiting. If I finish too fast, I also have my online character which is a Bonemancer that is also on Hell. I don't know if it's in Act 5, I haven't logged in a couple of days, I don't remember. But I can show you what a Bonemancer is in comparison to the Summoner which we have here and has been pretty difficult in Hell. But before that, yeah, we have the two. We have the Ancients and then we have Baal. In order to do that, I'm gonna real quick get my army up. Then we can go. I don't expect the Ancients to be terribly difficult, especially if I use the Crapify. Okay, good enough. Let's go. We have to go from the Crystal Passage through the Glacial Trail to the Ariad Summit. And then to the Ancients Way. That's the other way around. And then to the Ancient... I don't know what it's called. Where you fight them. I'm going to try to go relatively fast, slow, because, well, remember what happened last time? We don't want a repeat of that. Kind of managed to prove that Zeus is canon in Diablo. And it kind of hurt. Seed Heart. Old Enchanted. This is gonna be very slow, by the way. This is definitely gonna be very slow. Just remember, we're at the point of the game where we basically meet a unique enemy. Oh, that's another one dire spell right there. We meet a unique enemy basically around every corner. And we can't really just run past them, because then we're gonna get surrounded and that's how you die. I have to find the right way, because I have the map from last time, but I don't actually know because I can't open the map in big, so I don't know what's above there. Then I have to move around and find where to go. We are looking for the Glacier Trail. I'm pretty sure I already found the Glacier Trail once. I just have to see it on the map. It's gonna be purple. The yellow is the one that goes back, I'm pretty sure. It's That's the frozen lake, that's not it. Maybe I haven't found it. Maybe this time I found the frozen lake first. Frozen river, whatever the fuck it is. That would mean that it's up here somewhere. Heather is just doing Heather things as usual. So how is everyone today? It's actually not as cold as it used to be last week. It's the kind of weather right now where if I get dressed proper, here's another thing. Get dressed properly, then it's too warm, but if I don't, then it's too cold. So there is no winning, and you're gonna get a cold either way. Door crawler the jagged. First obvious. I mean, if you're not having a good day, but there is no reason why you're not... What the fuck is this? Machine gun. If you're not having a good day, and you don't know why, then that's just the norm. That's not to say that the norm can't be not good, but it's just that I got used to it by now. Ward. Hide. Glory. Ward. This chest of blocking. This is pretty good, isn't it? It's a level 81 set item. Guess we'll keep that. For curiosity's sake. I'm not even level 81 yet. How did I find this? I'm curious. Oh, black. Glory. Diablo 2. Payback Glory. No description. Ward. Payback's Glory Shield. Okay, people gonna look at the rage of a poster traits that gets started. What? Why would you use this? Heaven's Brethren. Brethren. Diablo 23, sure. I can write, don't worry. Heaven's Brethren, full set. +2 to all skills, all resistance is +50. And not be through, that's pretty good. Another set marooned by mismatched requirements that make one wonder whom it is actually for. In order to complete the set, one has to be level 81 for Payback's Glory. By that level, a barb is either at or beyond the Immortal King, assuming he went Mace Mastery for the weapon for this set. A Paladin would be well advanced with other better gear, and other classes better served with other items. However, the chest is decent for its level, and the helm is a solid, very budget-conscious choice, especially for a merc with its 10% chance to cast Weaken at 24 FHR. If one does complete the whole set, the +50 rest and +2 to skill is a nice touch, but far from compelling, especially at level 81. That was kind of my thought. Yeah, it seems good, but maybe not for 81. It's the set, as far as I checked, it's like the bonuses are designed for like a jack of all trades kind of set. Like this is good for everyone, but the requirements are definitely not that. And by level 81 you generally know what you want your character to be, so you're not gonna go for a jack of all trades set. Kinda weird, but It seems good. Like I'm probably not gonna sell it. Just for fun. I wonder what is the set item in the entire game that requires the highest level, and is it worth it? Who is it for? 81 probably isn't the highest, but I wonder what the highest is. Heather, I swear to fucking god, come on. There it is, Glacial Trail. It was very close to the entrance because that's one of the common maps where you just enter the place and go left. That's the way forward. Plague spell, cord enchanted. I'm heading back. Wait, I forgot. I have corpse explosion. I need to use it more. I don't mean the whole set, just the individual item, because I guess that would make the whole set highest level. Why am I going this way? I'm pretty sure this is not where I'm supposed to go. I can't see it from here. But I'm going left. It's 79, but the shield is 81, so that's not higher. Is there anything higher than 81? Is the question. Oh, it's a checkpoint. Huh. Guess I'll take it. It does mean that the way forward is probably not nearby. Pure White the Mad. Doesn't have curse. That's curious. Awesome plate. I'm still looking for a good plate armor. This, I mean, this is pretty good. 295. That's pretty good defense. $81 is the highest. What about unique items? The dirty gourd.
I am overburdened.
Oh fuck. I don't know what this. Back. Embossed plate. Is that good? I mean, I could try to put sockets in it. Body armor. How deep down is embossed plate? Embossed plate. That is One of the highest exceptional items. The only ones higher than it are Chaos Armor and Ornate Plate. But then obviously there are elite items which are usually higher than that. I'll leave this here for now. I'm still looking for what is it called? It. Archon Plate, that's what I'm looking for. Don't assume you can use this. No. 230 strength. Probably set 987 defense. That's a number. Definitely a number. Meanwhile, mine is still 32. I'm still using stealth. No wonder I die so fast. Pretty sure I should just make a bone. Wait, I don't think I have the rules for it anyway. What can I make? I really need to upgrade. Holy shit. I mean, I could just make another stealth, but in a better armor. That's an option. Very cheap. I could make like 5 of these. There we go, Frozen Tundra. What the fuck's hitting me? Probably that guy. Stone Main. There's also one over here. I didn't even see that he was there. Yeah, I was told of Bone Shade. I'm not banking on finding. The only reason I'm only planning for my build, including rune words, is because I have control over rune words. I have no control over what kind of unique items I have, so I'm not even planning for it. If I find something that's great, cool, I use it, but there is no reason to plan for finding stuff. I'm gonna open a portal here just in case. We're looking for the checkpoint now. I mean, I played like this for years. I know what it's like. I'm just using the modern because I do admit it looks better. Obviously, the original look is like decades old at this point. But what changed with the expansion? Rust Snarl the Unclean. You're being bombarded. Shit. Can we... What the fuck is this barricade? Okay, I'm going the other way. Fuck this. Music is very intense. How are they shooting lightning so fast? Let's just keep moving.
Impossible.
Mold druid. Great. Who's got that massive epic stuff? As much as I like the idea behind runes, I kinda wish they didn't add them. Because with rune words existing, they basically dominate the endgame. And not just the endgame, because you can make a stealth rune very early on and it just carries you through the entire game. They are way too powerful for what they represent. I think Burning Crusade had a decent idea of how to do item sockets. They just didn't feel like expanding on the idea and they just removed it instead, which is kind of sad. I wish they kept it in its proper state, not just like the fucking prismatic gems or whatever the fuck they're called nowadays. A lot of mechanics early on that WoW added that served to like customize your character. You know, gem sockets, glyphs, that kind of stuff. They were kind of either removed or changed to the point where they're just basically just cosmetic nowadays. I mean, in WoW, rune words are a bit different. You know, I would rather have rune words in WoW than Titan Forging. It's basically the same idea, but you have a lot more control over it. That would be cool. Titan Forging fucking sucks. Just replace that mechanic and add rune words. It's gonna be a million times better, okay? Because it's different, because Diablo is a different game from WoW. In WoW, rune words could actually work. Because it's you know, it's a min-max type of game, and obviously you can min-max in Diablo, but Diablo is, let's be honest, it's not a difficult game. World of Warcraft also isn't a difficult game unless you're doing mythics. Mythics are difficult. But if you had rune words and you had like this extra customization, that would be cool. Could be a long-term mechanic that adds some character power. They don't have to remove it at the end of the fucking expansion. No, Diablo is not a difficult game. I don't know what you mean by that. Is that for or against what I'm saying? I don't know. Against? Okay, how is it against it? Okay. That doesn't make it difficult, it just makes it harder than it used to be. Where's the checkpoint? I kind of forgot to look for it. Yeah. Oh, you could run, yeah. Just almost one-shot me. Well, what did the expansion give you that made it not that difficult? Wait, I don't get it. Did it make it... Did the expansion make it easier by adding more enemies? Also for rune drops, you just do counters regardless. You did that even before Lord of Destruction. I don't see how that matters. EXP sure, but just because it's more grind it doesn't make it more difficult. Which, by the way, a lot of games forget. Being time consuming is not the same as being difficult. Oh, I found the portal. Kraken Shell, that's a good one. Take a look. 174. Ah, that's just too high up. I don't want to put more points in strength. Yeah, Kraken Shell is just a bit too high. The only ones I'm really looking for are Archon Plate, Great Hallberg, really those two. Loricated Mail, maybe. Diamond Mail, Fire Fleece. Basically anything I found that requires 156 or less strength and has over, let's say, 400 defense. This would be nice, but I want to spend the extra strength.
Impossible.
What I'm saying is that to make Diablo difficult, you would have to exponentially increase the difficulty. Lord of Destruction probably made the base game harder, but I'm pretty sure it still wasn't like, oh, this is now the Dark Souls of like bird's eye view RPGs or something. Nah, it still wasn't difficult, it just got a bit harder. Apparently it's not here. Maybe it's... Well, it can't be up there. That's the wall already. So I missed it somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, when you talk about what items should I use at X point of the game, be that end game or mid game or even when you're starting out, the first thing people always bring up is rune words. If you looked over every single available rune word, there it is, and there is literally nothing that fits your specific playstyle, which is highly unlikely but possible. Then you look at set items and uniques and whatever. But let's say 75% of the time, rune words are fine. The only items you wouldn't use a rune word for is ones that can't have a rune word. But those are the smaller items. I kinda don't like that. I have to go and empty my pack. It's kind of weird because here's the thing. I say that Diablo 2 should not have added rune words because it limits, well, build variety. But at the same time, I say WoW should have added it in these recent ones. The reason I say it is because right now WoW doesn't have a similar mechanic that it will be replacing, whereas Diablo already had a socket system with gems and whatever. Gems are just completely worthless now because rune words exist. Why would you ever use gems aside from like the first 10 levels where you find a socketed item and you put a gemstone in it to get a little stronger? And of course you use them in the box, you use them in the heraldry cube, but that's not a use of the gems, that's just a use of the item that the gem represents. That I don't count that as using gems, because you could make that anything. Even though Lord of Destruction made gems stronger, it doesn't matter because rune words exist. You're never gonna use gems in like a late game build or even mid game. The gold, defense, lightning, mana. And of course, let's sell this. Not gonna use it. 35,000, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, in the base game, you would actually use a poison resist shield, probably. Like, I never played it, but I assume. Or like, diamonds. Perfect diamonds were probably really good to stack in hell mode, because it's all resistances up. You get a couple of these and you're set for resistances. Fire resist, lightning resist. Yeah, if you want resistances, you probably just use diamonds. Skulls are really good for in like weapons to get the lifesteal for like mercenaries and stuff. Yeah, you don't do that anymore. Like, you're not gonna use that. Nowadays it's just rune words, and runes took over so much that they're actually the currency now. Because they're just that universally used. Drag the skeletons over so they kill the shaman, otherwise we'll be here forever. Well, yeah, the Stone of Jordan thing was just kind of dumb to begin with. I don't know why people decided that, but Classic WoW, I don't care what anyone says about Classic WoW. If there is one thing that Classic WoW succeeded in, is proving that 2004 to 2010 players were fucking stupid. So I no wonder that they made fucking Stone of Jordan the currency. I'm just glad I didn't have to deal with that. I started playing when runes were already a thing. And yeah, I constantly say that dumb little kid me did stupid shit in games. That also proves, but that's just a personal anecdote. Classic WoW is what proved that no, vanilla wasn't difficult. People were just fucking stupid. But the difficulty isn't what makes it good, so it like doesn't matter. Is the best comparison I can make is, you know, the reason runes make good currency is because there are many of them. You can combine the exact value of items with them, and the good ones are rare enough that it doesn't oversaturate the market, but the low ones are common enough that you can still participate in the market even if you're not like a high level guy. You can sort of trade up. You know, like Hypixel Skyblock has all these video series. Like, I started with one mud block and I went to a fucking Hyperion in 2 months or whatever. That you can do that with runes. That's good. But here's the comparison that I can go with is that runes are basically modern currency, whereas Stones of Jordan is essentially like, what the fuck is it called when you go to the river and wash for gold? Because Rune of Jordan is essentially that. You have to get lucky to actually get one, and then you can actually participate in the market. Yeah, it's basically that. You know what I mean. You know, we don't need the word. You know what I mean. Penny, right. Okay, we got to the area at Summit. I'm gonna open a portal here. Repair the Crapify. And let's go.
The resting place of the ancients.
I never thought about it, but it's a weird resting place. Like, it's not a graveyard. Did they just turn to stone at some point?
We are the spirit.
Don't fucking spin on me, bro. One of them has a fire aura. Let's pull away. To separate them, but it didn't really work. Where is the third one? Hello Baba Scrub, welcome to the stream. I just started, I did not find anything right now, we're just doing the ancients. I'm a little worried because I am actually losing skeletons. Arachnid Mesh, that's good. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. Oh, pet. Well, that's definitely good. Seriously, where's the third one? There are two of them here. Maybe it's off screen, but I don't want to go closer. Where did you find it? Just out of curiosity. I'm not gonna go and farm it. Okay, that's one. Apparently the third one already died at some point. Alright.
Wherein lies the world stone.
Died at some point. I have no idea where he could have died. Well. And with this point, we maxed out Skeletal Mage. We're basically done with the build. Everything else is just fluff. El Mephisto? El Mephisto didn't give me anything nice. Ah, 200. That explains. Honestly, I'm kind of cheating with this right now because there is currently a Christmas effect going that gives me up to plus 75 resistances. But I'm not about to wait a day to let that pass. I'm gonna make use of it, it's part of the game. I'm gonna open a portal here just in case. Where am I going now? I shouldn't be going this. We entered there, so I'm going this way. Hopefully I'm right. There's a field plate here. One socket trap. The fuck is a troll nest? Is it a belt? A F plate? Oh no. I mean, for me, it just means that what happened last time can't happen this time, because I might not die to the might of Zeus this time or something. You know what's funny? You say that the elites and champions or whatever can drop anything here. They're still gonna drop Cat and Seal for me. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Well, in the late game, most rings except those two are trash in general. They just sell for a lot, so I keep them. Oh yeah, I can have 11 mages now. I need to remember that. So this is the biggest permanent army you can have in the game without just overflowing your inventory with plus skill items. Okay, I'm going the wrong way, I'm pretty sure. In the meantime, let's vote. How difficult is Bell gonna be? Okay, we're Stone Creep level 2. I knew where to go. That's a first. Seed Fester. Cursed, of course, fire enchanted, multiple cuts. Yeah, what I wish is that, sure, cursed is very fucking common. I don't even care about that. What I care about is that cursed just means that they put amplify magic on you. Why not mix it up? Why not make it so cursed just means that they have a random curse that they put on you? And then you can see all kind of different curses. I'm probably speaking against myself here, because some of those curses would be really fucking annoying. But at least it would be interesting, instead of just turning into a candle against every unique. Well, I mean, I don't know if... Ah, for fuck's sake. It happened again! Again.
Not in town.
Besting the...
I'm gonna go get an army real quick, give me a second. Oh my fucking god. Sometimes I hate this game.
Greetings.
You're going somewhere else. Yeah, but do you play online or offline? And do you use the online features to prepare yourself for it? Because I can't exactly trade like here. No, I'm not dealing with this shit. Raven, can you please timestamp like 56 minutes in or something like that. Yeah, were you still using only things you found yourself on that character? Or did you use the shared stash? Good thing I opened this. Alright then. I don't know what that means. No leather character. Do leather characters have their own category or something? Those pieces of shit over there. Find my corpse. I know online and offline stashes are different, but just because you play online, you don't have to play on ladder. It's basically just the seasons in Path of Exile. Anyway, now I have to be really careful because we know there are souls here. Actually, I'm gonna open a portal right here so it's easy to come back. Infested the Jagged.
I need mana.
Okay. I mean, souls. Did you see what happened last time? I mean, you saw what happened this time. It's basically that, but earlier. Except instead of just one line of lightning, it was like a huge lightning blast. Trying to be careful. Wait, there are doors in this area? Oh no. Oh. Okay. You guys deal with that. Just as a comparison, my lightning resistance is 24% right now, so it's not even that bad. And obviously it's not maxed out, but it's not terrible. Like, it's nothing like my fucking fire resistance. Regular blowgun dudes, I mean those are fine. I don't really care about those. Anything that doesn't pierce is manageable for the summoner. The only question is how long it takes. Another roll through. Basis level 63. I found, you know what I found today? I found a set item today that is probably the highest level set item in the entire game. Okay, we found the checkpoint, good. It's a tabber. What the fuck was it called? Tabex Glory or something like that. It was Glory, I just don't know how to say Toebek. Level 81, yes, it's a level 81 shield. That item for Heaven's something. Heaven's Brethren set. Which I read up on it, apparently it's the best worst set. My fucking god. Dodge the lightning! Heal to full before something bad happens. Well, it's it would be really good if it was like 25 to 30 levels lower. Because it's like a set that was intended to be like a jack of all trades in the sense that it's good for any class. But the problem is that the strength requirement is too high. And it's level 81. At level 81 you're probably not gonna be using like these jack of all trades sets. You're gonna know exactly what your character wants. That's what makes it bad. If it was like level 55 instead, it could be like a good mid-game set. But it gives +2 to all skills and +50 all resistances, which I wouldn't call that bad. It just comes way too late. Yeah, we also talked about rune words, and I said, I don't know if you agree, because rune words are like engraved into Diablo 2 at this point, but I think the game would have been better off if they were never added. Because they define gear at all points of the game way too much. I'm not gonna go into a rant again, but that was the crux of it. I mean, I don't know about gem sets. Isn't that just rune words with... That's just the same problem then. I think what would be nice, like if they want rune words and we have to have rune words, is you can augment runes with gems. Like you can combine a gem and a rune to give the gem extra effects, and then you can use those give the rune extra effects, and then you can use those runes to make rune words that then have extra effects, so you can like mix and match. That would be cool, but that's a bit too complicated for like 1990, whatever when this came out. Yeah, 2001. Okay. Floor 3. Immediately open a portal. Safety. And we're going here. Do not count the macro. There's a unique in there somewhere, I don't know what it is. Thiefkeeper. It ran off, that's why. Well, you know, that might have taught Blizzard to chill out on the system requirements, because World of Warcraft was specifically designed to run on as many computers as possible. And that it wasn't the reason it was big, but it definitely helped. Yeah, early game rune words are strong because consistent, and late game rune words are strong because they're just the best option. Most of the time. I'm not saying they are an end-all for every single class in every single situation, but usually it's the best option. I don't think there is such a thing as an endgame rune, because again, Diablo 2 is not a hard game. You can usually scoot by with good early game items until you get to your late game items. Like, I'm still fucking using stealth, that should be proof enough. But I also said that even though I think rune words should not have been in Diablo 2, and they should have just let people use like sets or uniques or a combination or gemmed items or whatever, I did say that I do think Blizzard should have definitely implemented rune words into World of Warcraft. You guys get it? Imagine in World of Warcraft, instead of shit like Titan Forging, you just had rune words. That would be really cool, actually. I know Bell, but I'm waiting for this guy to die. I can't move on until then. What's your wheelhouse? I don't know that sentence. Bale Shark? What the fuck are you? Blade Shark the Hunter. Well, World of Warcraft used to have sockets in Burning Crusade, and then they sort of just discontinued that mechanic, so there are no Well, technically there are still sockets in World of Warcraft that they're basically inconsequential. And instead of just not making socketed items anymore, they could have, because the reason they stopped it, I think, is because there was always a best option, which is kind of a dumb reason because it's a fucking MMO that is always gonna be a best option. But you have the socketed items, and they did it like the sockets have colors, and if you put the right colored gems in there, then you get a little bonus. And people just didn't use that because they just used the best gem instead. And then they just discontinued it because it wasn't adding anything to itemization. But instead of that, they could have just made it so the bonus isn't there, but instead of sockets, you have runes. And you make runes, maybe Inscription could have made some runes, and then you can put together the rune words. And then you can put that in items, and you get the bonuses for the rune words, and you can make bigger bonuses, for like in Diablo. And obviously, every single class would still have a best rune word, but at least it's a little bit more involved. I'm going the wrong way. I do want to say I'm not playing World of Warcraft nowadays. My experience comes from Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, early Cataclysm, Battle for Azeroth, Shadowlands, and early Dragonflight. And my experience is that Blizzard constantly adds and then removes mechanics expansion by expansion. And sockets, while they lasted more than a single expansion, were ultimately just don't matter nowadays. They completely removed the colored sockets. There's just a single color now. You put a gemstone in it and you're done with it. Is there a catch-up for crafting? I do want to know about that. Can you tell me more about that? Because that very much would influence if I wanna go back to playing World of Warcraft ever. Because, well, gathering is a big part of what I do in that game. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna look it up at some point. Well, Raven, if you want, you can look it up for the both of us. Well, also about the experiences that people don't get banned for being big singer. That depends on what level you're playing on, because once people are pushing mythic dungeons and mythic raiding, they will they're not even gonna like invite you if you're playing a class that is on the bottom of like an official DPS tier list, then you're just not even invited. If you're just doing like heroics or like 25-man normals or whatever, yeah, nobody gives a shit. Anyone can do those. Patron order system catches up your knowledge points by doing crafts? The fuck does that mean? You get to catch up your crafting by crafting. Yeah, it's always been like that. It's kind of how things work usually. Possessed, ah shit. These Oblivion Knights are really slowing me down. Literally, but also figuratively because of that. Keep getting stuff, you get getting points. That's... Gathering points is not the problem. The problem is the Dragonflight introduced these like talent point system for crafting and gathering. And in Dragonflight, those were like time gated. You can only earn a certain number of them every week. And that's what's why if you're not there from the beginning, you're immediately falling behind. And I don't know what War Within did about that. And you just if you're under a certain amount, you can just get that now. And then whatever amount increases every week, or how do they determine that you're actually behind? Oh, so there's just a global, this is the maximum currently. And if you're below that, then you can get to the maximum. When does that catch-up kick in? Because if it kicks in immediately, then why would you ever do the weeklies? Just go gather and you'll get it. Where the fuck is the exit? Ow! Been here for like the past half an hour. It's faster? Yeah, but you're also not gathering in the mean. Well, I guess you are gathering, depending on which weekly you're doing. Because I guess I would get the knowledge points for doing the weekly gathering, because there were those weekly quests, gather 20 shit blooms, or I don't know, and then you get those. But there were also weeklies where you like kill a specific rare, and then you get knowledge points from that. And why would I ever do that? I'm just gonna keep gathering instead. Gathering is kind of free in general. Okay. Well, when I played World of Warcraft, I was playing through tokens. I didn't pay for a subscription because I don't have that kind of money. And most of my money came from... I'm gonna open a portal real quick. Most of my money came from gathering. Oh my fucking god. Okay, we're doing this again.
Thank you.
Impossible.
Okay. I juked them. Yeah, as I was saying before the fucking game interrupted me, most of my money came from gathering. Because I like gathering. I don't like doing it too much, because that's tiring and it's like a second job and I don't want it to go that far. But I don't mind gathering for a couple hours every week. And if I can make enough gold to get a token every month, then sure, I'll play World of Warcraft. Not otherwise, because I don't have the money. Okay, pull back. You're getting murdered up there. I don't think I can make anything anymore. Unless I get like 2 ums as I'm fighting Bel's minions, it's not gonna happen.
Impossible.
That guy is really trying over there. It's an Archon plate, but it's blue. We're getting murdered on multiple fronts. Give me a moment. I actually kind of need to focus here. I'm about to fucking die. I'm pretty sure this is the first time ever that I'm doing Hell Bale solo. Obviously, as a stupid little kid, the only time I did Hell Bale is either as a carry or as just joined the farming server and did it through that. I feel like this is gonna be painful, but the funny thing is, I don't think Bell himself will be difficult. The difficult part will be the minions, especially wave 3 and 4. Yeah, let's pull back. Yeah, but back in the day, people farmed Bell for like special items or whatever. As I said earlier today, gamers in 2001 and 2 were kind of fucking dumb. So whatever they did isn't necessarily the most optimal thing. Well, they were also dumb in vanilla WoW. That was my biggest example. They were just in general worse players than the average is nowadays. Because imagine what kind of games you were playing in 2001 or 2002. I don't know how old you are, by the way. Just imagine it if you weren't. And imagine nowadays what kind of games, like a random wife at 5 p.m. after dinner is done or whatever plays on their phone. Like, that's generally the level. All you need to do is just look at the success of like gacha games. A lot of those, like pretty much all of those, are aimed towards more casuals. Look how many there are. But that's a bit close. Okay, wave 1. I'm gonna use the Crapify because I don't want my stuff to die here. It's pretty hard to replace them. Especially if I want to corpse explode. What the fuck is this Oblivion Knight doing here? But yeah, like, I mean, Classic WoW is also a moderately bad example because despite it being an old game, there were private servers that played it for a very long time, and they came up with like the weirdest strategies to min-max like DPS. Like, you probably heard about either on your own or through me, I don't know, Raven, that the best way to play a Feral Druid in raids was to farm a level 30 dungeon for like 20 copies of the same one weapon. Unbending wheel, I don't know what that is. I don't think I looked that up. Okay, this is a difficult one. Council member fire hiders are just gonna melt me. Quickly, explode all of them! Yeah, I think that's it. I need to raise some skeleton. So. Okay. And this is the big one. This is the difficult wave. The fire breath melts skeletons. Leveled up for probably the final time. What do I even put this point into? Okay, and then this final wave is difficult, but it's nowhere near as bad as the last one. It would be one of the more difficult ones for any melee character because of the knockback, but for the summoner it's not that bad. What do you mean, Raven? What about Feral Druid? I didn't call you out, I was just mentioned that I may or may not have told you about something. That's all it was. I didn't, there was nothing specific about you. That wasn't so bad. Okay. Let's go.
So this is what the angels got.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Yeah, that one. Oh my fucking, half of them are stuck over on the other side. Your ass over here. Okay, good enough. This is gonna take a while. I have a lot of frost mages, I guess. They help me slow him down. I really wish he didn't make the clone. He doesn't always make it.
I need mine.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking...
Afternoon.
The only problem right now is that he did the clone. He doesn't summon the clone if you can surround him fast enough, but apparently I wasn't fast enough and now we have to deal with the fucking clone. And there is nothing I can do about the clone because it has an insane amount of HP and it's not like I can tell the summons to not attack it. I'm gonna get some mages. I can...
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Fucking summoned. Trying to separate.
My brothers
Are you
will not
serious?
have died in vain.
Fucking god. How does he hit me from all the way over there? That's my question. The clone has much less HP, in theory, than the original. I'm trying to kill the clone and then go and focus on the real one before he can actually summon.
Salutations.
What is that curse anyway? I don't recognize it.
You have... Evening.
Okay, he doesn't have the clone right now. I think he bugged. What are you doing? Okay, he's good. Is he under inner sight or is Heather just not using that? That would make our job so much easier. I think what's going on is the Crepify slowed him down enough that his animations suck. But despite not seeing the effects, they still happen. He's never finishing an animation for some reason. What does Baal's curse do? Why does it look like, I think, life tap? Anyway, we are just past the L now. But he's not killing anyone. At least there's that. I don't have my mages right now, so we are lacking some DPS. I need 5% defense cut. Good thing he doesn't really do much physical damage. Why would he cut defense when the majority of his damage comes from spells? Yeah, if you can surround him like this, he doesn't really do much. Especially if I decrepify him. Well, you know, if he ever manages to finish a melee attack, he's just gonna kill himself on the Thorn Aura. Doesn't look like he's really finishing them though. Or maybe that's literally all my damage, I don't know. But yeah, inner sight is actually on him now. You can see the little shines on his body. So basically he has very little defense now. 1100 enemy defense reduction. I don't know how much he has, but it's at, I think it's like half. Maybe all of it. I don't know. How much defense does Hellbale have? Can anyone look it up? I have to keep spamming the Crepify, so I can't look it up. Also, we're halfway done. He's at 50% now. Yeah, so it's about half. It removes about half of his defense. That's what I'm saying. I'm still getting hit by fire damage every now and then. I'm pretty sure that's the flame circle that he just doesn't get to finish the animation for. But he technically still casts it. Yeah, once you get him stuck like this, I don't know how you would fight him as like an Amazon. Because you have to stay in range, but he does all kind of weird shit while you're at range. That makes it a lot harder. If you can set him up like this, either like a melee barbarian tanking him or just the summoner doing this, that doesn't really do anything. I mean, he has 1/3 of his health left, give or take, and all of my skeletons are still up. That didn't hit me somehow. In the meantime, catch me up on the lore. What the fuck is the wordstone again? Because it's a big crystal, but what does it do? Why is it bad that it's destroyed afterward? Spoiler alert. I mean, we're in hell difficulty. I think I asked this before, but I still don't get it. How did it create Sanctuary? It's a stone. It's a crystal formation. But what is it? What does it do? What can it do? Is the wordstone only in Sanctuary? Because I was kind of imagining like it goes down into the dark and goes up very high. I was imagining maybe it's like the world tree. That it just connects the 3 words because it's so fucking big. But that doesn't seem right. No wonder I never beat this guy on my own as a kid. I mean, this definitely takes a lot of time, but would you call this challenging? What is the power of the Nephilim? I feel like asking what the Nephilim is would open an entirely different can of worms. Entire different can of the library, cause lower. I don't know. I keep confusing Because I heard Nephilim and I keep confusing it with Nahrazim. That's a completely different thing from Warcraft. That has nothing to do with Diablo. Who's Diablo then? Is he a children too? Not Rezim, yeah, that's what I said. That's different, that's the Dreadlords in Warcraft. That's nothing to do with this. But it sounds so similar. I'm pretty sure Nephilim is also in like some kind of religion, like in real life. Weren't like they like giants? That's the Nephilim. Diablo is the evil counterpart of Tyrael. Well, Tyrael doesn't do shit, so I guess Diablo is the productive part. Yeah, in the game, Nephilim is the player, but I meant in real life. There is like a religion that talks about them. I don't remember the details, but I think they were the giants in the past or something. He's almost dead. Just a little bit more. Dathamet? First time I hear that word. I guess Satan like in Binding of Isaac. Well, look at all that great loot.
Baal, never doubt my skills.
Amazing.
Greetings.
Have you ever noticed how as Tyrael descends here, there is like debris around him as he falls? That implies that he actually just busts through the ceiling as you beat Baal, because he definitely couldn't have come earlier.
I am impressed, Morris. You have overcome the greatest challenge this world has ever faced and defeated the last of the primeval. However, we are too late to save the World Stone. Baal's destructive touch has corrupted it completely. Given enough time, the World Stone's energies will drain away, and the barriers between the worlds will shatter. The powers of hell will flood into this sanctuary and eradicate your people and everything you've labored to build. Therefore, I must destroy the corrupted World Stone before the powers of hell take root. This act will change your world forever, with consequences even I cannot foresee. However, it is the only way to ensure mankind's survival. Go now, mortal. I have opened a portal that will lead you to safety. May the eternal light shine upon you and your descendants for what you've done this day. The continued survival of mankind is your legacy. Above all else, you have earned a rest from this endless battle.
So the other day I was playing my Bone Mancer and I beat Baal on Nightmare. He was stuck in this corner. And then Tyrael descended on his corpse. And when he was supposed to open the portal, he didn't. And it turns out that the portal was... somewhere here. For some reason. So that was weird. Anyway. Just to show, this is a Jade Talon. +1 to martial arts, +1 to shadow disciples. A lot of damage, mana stolen, all resistances, faster hit recovery. Anyway, we beat Hell Bale. And you know what? We're actually not gonna watch it like this. What I'm gonna do to Patriarch Rent. Yeah, I've never been a Patriarch. Does this change to Matriarch if I play a female character? That would be cool. I think it does actually. I think on my Sorceress it was a Matriarch. Also, before we move on, I want to clarify. Nahrazim is the Dreadlords in Warcraft. Nephilim are the player characters in Diablo. And the giants that I was talking about was the Nephilim. Again, a different thing apparently. This is the original. Notice the absolute lack of red everywhere here. Especially compared to the new cutscene. And the crystal looks like just a water whirlwind. Water wind. It looks amazing though. Especially the wind. Yeah, they are probably are similar things. Is this the old one? I don't think this is the old one actually. I don't remember it like I remember it being darker. And the pillars being a lot more fucking pixelated. I know that this cutscene back then was really impressive because of all the shards flying everywhere. It takes a lot of like rendering power to make that happen, like in 2001. And then 5 or 6 years later, I was making this in 3ds Max. One of the biggest fun things to do in 3D Studio Max was making a sphere and then blowing it up. Anyway. I'm gonna log back in just to check something. So I beat the game at level 80. Now this is a post-game character. I'll put that in there. The final gear that I finished it with was a Spirit Longsword, a Spirit Monarch, a Lore Crown, a +2 summoning skills amulet, stealth, fucking stealth, a level 25 blue pair of gloves with 10% chance to cast level 3 Nova Instruct and nothing else. I don't know why I never replaced this. A blue belt. I think the reason I never replaced this is because everything I found was +8 slots and I just didn't want to downgrade. A golden Bramble Track chain boots, which is pretty good. It gave me some lightning resist, which did not help at all. A rune circle ring, which is faster cast rate, fire resist, poison resist, that's pretty good. A rune grip, faster cast rate, mana, cold resist, half freeze duration, so those are pretty good. I don't know why I never replaced the gloves. But yeah, basically I room-worded the 4 slots that allow room words and ignored everything else. I got lucky with the summoning skills +2. Yeah, the rings are fine, and the boots are decent as well, level 26 honestly. It's more the belt and the gloves that are... Why do I still have these? Like the belt is +12, that's fine. Why do I have these? Well, either way. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying uniques and set items are not good anymore. I'm just saying that rune words are a lot more consistent to get. That's why I only looked at rune words when I was planning my items. Because I can actually influence what I get there. Whereas with uniques, it's just, if I get it, cool, but I can't really plan for it. Especially not offline, where I can't even buy them. Anyway, I still have 2 hours left of the stream, and what I was planning here is my online character, the Bonemancer, is currently in Hell difficulty. I think... I don't remember exactly where, but we're gonna check in a second. He's currently level 64. And he is currently... Oh, he's right here, so I haven't played him in a few days. I thought I would play a little bit of this character just to show the difference between the Summoner and the Bonemancer. For comparison, I have a Peasant Crown. I also have Stealth, though I put it in a Chainmail, so it's a little better in terms of defense. I have a +1 to Necromancer skills Amulet. I have a +1 to Necromancer skills Zombie Head. I have a +3 Bone Spear that I prepared for White Rune World. I don't have one of the runes yet, but it's prepared. I have a Hailstone Hand Demon Hind Glows, mainly for the better chance of getting magic items. 1 Nagel Ring. I had 2 of them. I replaced the other one with Plague Eye. I have a Night Smoke Belt. And I have a Hailstone Slippers light plated boots. Mostly for the resistances. My resistances are pretty good, though admittedly, I'm pretty sure we still have the +75. Do you even get that offline? Or is that just online? I don't know. But yeah, I was going for Andaria right now. Oh yeah! My mercenary does have insight. It's basically mandatory for Bonemancer. And he has some garbage as well. I don't have anything there.
This place has the stench of demons about it.
Primarily, I use the mercenary to keep my mana up. I use the golem to tank, and I just kill everything like this. You can see I'm doing pretty good damage. My Bone Spear is level 26 right now. It's about 1400 damage. Also, just to check, this is the build. I maxed out Teeth, Bone Spear and Bone Spirit, and currently working on the synergies. Bone Spear is 1400 damage. Bone Spirit is about 1900. And Teeth are like 250. It really needs... I wish it did a little more damage. Anyway, because it's not killing anything anymore. Bonemancer primarily plays like this. You just spam Bone Spear. I don't know what Soul Spear is, I'm sorry. I'm a Bonemancer, not a Soulmancer. What would be a Soul Spear anyway? Raises ghosts instead of skeletons. Also, just to show, I put 1 point in Clay Golem and 1 point in Golem Mastery just to have a tank. It's tanking. It's really good as a tank. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and I should probably clarify, this mercenary is a Holy Freeze one. The reason for that is because I got pissed off that enemies kept going sideways against me and I couldn't fucking hit them with the spear. I was like, you know what, you might as well just slow them. It also means he dies less. Because anything that's not immune to cold gets slowed down. That includes attack speed, which helps him survive a little longer. I have not found a Monarch shield yet, but if I will make a Spirit shield. It's gonna be a +1 extra to everything I'm doing. I actually got really fucking lucky on my offline character to get a Monarch on my first try through the pit. It's not actually that common. Yeah, bosses really have not been a problem so far. The only problem I've been having is Azrael constantly dying, and that's why he has the freeze aura. Because I don't want him to constantly die. Because I need that extra mana. It's Insight is mandatory on Bowmancer. Because you ran out of mana like in seconds, literally seconds. I wish he had a better armor, but I couldn't find anything yet. Defiance, which one is Defiance again?
It's locked.
Oh, defense. I don't even know about that. A lot of the times bosses don't hit him in melee, and ranged attacks are almost always magical. So immediately, you can see that Bowmancer is a lot more involved. Because I'm the one doing the damage, not my summon. That also means that I can be smarter about what I'm hitting. And remember, when I finished the game, I didn't check, but my skeletons should be doing about 300 damage per strike. Every single cast of Bone Spear, that's 1400, and it pierces through every enemy. So it's basically just if you had an on-demand corpse explosion all the time. Yeah, and Ariel, well, isn't that magical? Why wouldn't that be magical? I see the mallet there. You know what? I don't care about that. I really do wish that Teeth was a little more reliable as like a crowd control, because it's really shit right now. It does no damage. It kills nothing in hell.
Ah, the slow torture of caged starvation.
Also, something I'm curious about. I never played Diablo 3, but I heard that they expanded on the mercenary mechanic in that game. Like, actually gave the mercenaries like personality, and they are part of the story. Like, they chime into the story themselves, depending on which one you have and whatever. What exactly did they change about them? Like, specifically, beyond what I just said. Those started there, so I think the way forward should be here then. And you apparently also have... Oh, it's dead. Okay. You also apparently have a lot more control over their build. They don't just come with a set skill roster, and then that's what they use. You can actually tell them what to use or something. They have lines at key points of story prey, find them in the map. 4 choices between 2 abilities, but that's
I am overburdened.
a couple more than they have in this game. Like the gauntlets. Don't wanna get surrounded, might as well kill these real quick. Excuse me, trying to not die. Those mages can hurt. Well, it's more, and the fact that they have their own lines, it's like, that's more than what they have here, because here they basically just... For most builds, they're just a walking aura, because that's really what you're using them for. Even now that I'm not a summoner and I don't have summons that would benefit from an aura, I'm still using it for an aura. Sorry. I need the insight, and the Holy Freeze helps. Remember when I was here on the summoner and I was like spending 5 minutes on each of these uniques? We don't have we don't have that problem here with the Bone Mancer. I wanna put that on because damage reduced by 12. That's probably better than the poison length reduction.
I'll put that to good use.
I just have to remember to summon the golem each time, because if I don't have the golem, Azrael's dying. This is what made me realize why Golem Mastery gives the golems run and walk speed. Because the run and walk speed feels really fucking pointless, but the idea behind it is that if the golem gets to the enemy first, the enemy is gonna focus the golem. So it actually helps them tank. It's a weird way to do it, but there you go. If I have the golem, he's faster than the spear guy. He's gonna get to the enemy first. Spear guy is not gonna die, because now the enemy is attacking the golem. Put Unbending Wheel in the highest level 200 sword base, because I thought it would be funny. What does Unbending Wheel give again? Sorry, my memory is stupid. I think maybe you already said so. Barbarian stuff. Is it aggressive or defensive? Because Unbending Wheel feels like it would give resistance. Well, he died. Something is attacking me from the corner!
Yes?
Raven, can you clear the chat, please?
Yes?
Don't sleep. Rebarb skills and some other stuff. Thank you. I think I'm gonna put this on in case. How many units do we need in one screen? Holy fuck. Is that again? Because there are like 3 of them. Fuck's sake.
Good evening. Something there.
I can't carry anymore.
Crown is probably better than what he's using right now. Yeah, that looks really nice.
I'll put
There you
that
go.
to good use.
Probably gonna be better than +2 energy. And so I need to cast Taunt. Oh, so it's a tank item. An aggressive tank item. Oh, I'm about to die.
Thanks.
Die. Let's put on the Bone Shield. Bone Shield, as much as it doesn't give any synergy to anything I'm doing here, 1 point is necessary, and it's actually pretty useful. For 3 hits, it absorbs some amount of damage. And currently it absorbs 185, but if you look at how much health I have, 185 is actually quite a lot. Yeah, that's the game plan, because I'm a super caster just as long as I have my Merc. Because the moment he dies, I run out of mana. I'm also spamming like full rejuvenation on him when he's in trouble, or at least trying to. Sometimes he just dies way too fast. Chaos
I
armor.
am overburdened.
That's a pretty good base. The 40 strength that's within the shield. Is this a good one for bone? Bone? Is that what I want? Wait. What did they say? I have a... not the mercenary. I have like a guide online that I use as a reference. I have my own ideas, but I want to see, because Diablo 2 is not an evolving game, so it's kind of solved right now. Best in slots. Dun, dun, dun. Key gear consideration for Bonemancer Necromancer. Apart from the obvious Enigma body armor, Bonemancers mostly rely on a whole lot of plus skills modifiers to get the job done. But yeah, it's Enigma. The obvious Enigma. Enigma is Yahid Bear. I have not seen any of those. Wait, I see it, obviously. I didn't see the other two. Alright. Keep moving. Why is it Enigma though? I looked it up and I didn't read it. +2 to all skills, +1 teleport, faster rank, +3 defense, strength, maximum life, damage reduced, life after each kill. Damage taken goes to mana. Up to 90% better chance of getting magic items. What was bone again? Yeah, bone is +2 necromancer skills, so they give the same skills. Bone is just beneficial because it's much lower level. But on my level right now, I'm 65. That's exactly Enigma level, so it doesn't even matter. Well, here's a funny thing. I was considering getting Bone for the Summoner. Enigma on the Summoner is actually really good, even beyond the obvious. It gives it teleport, you can teleport around, whatever. Because you know how in the past I was doing like open a town portal and then go back just to gather up the summons. Every single time you teleport, it gathers up the summons. So that actually makes it like mechanically very good on Summoner. I fucking got... I was like, where is my mana? He's stuck in that fucking room. Get the fuck out of there. One moment, I'm getting swarmed. This is not a ladder character. I didn't wanna deal with resets after the season is over, because this was basically just my character to try things out for the Summoner, and then I kind of ran away because I made the Bonemancer instead. Shark Tooth armor, is that good? I'm gonna ask every time. It's not good. Not gonna be able to make spirit. Well, I wasn't planning to. I don't know what spirit is. Oh, look at that! Found a soul rune. I think I have like 5 of these actually. Oh, spirit. Was my sword shield? Well, is that leather? Well, I'm not using it for my weapon. My weapon is gonna be white, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm not so sure anymore. Let me look it up. White is not leather, okay. Spirit isn't leather either. Shouldn't it tell me if it's leather? No, it's not leather. Why am I not gonna be able to make this? There are a bunch of active trades from 2 hours ago from non-leather characters. They usually add the leather rune words to non-leather after the season is over, as far as I know. So maybe it was a while ago. Look at this. Kinda changed my mind about the Necromancer, by the way. As a kid, I liked the Summoner because of the, like, character fantasy. And just, it was funny to me that I don't have to do anything because there is a fucking army that does everything for me, and it was hilarious. As an adult, I kind of enjoy the Bonemancer more. Because it's more involved. I'm actually doing something and it's also stronger. I guess stronger is the wrong word. It's faster for the same result. Well, it's time efficient and I have more control. The biggest problem I have now with the Summoner is that you have no control over the summons. They just do whatever they want and you can walk around enemies to try and drag your summons into them, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. With the Bonemancer, I'm the one doing the damage. I can go wherever I want, wherever I'm needed, do exactly what I have to do. And I'm dealing more damage. That's kind of great too.
The Order welcomes you.
You can only make leather rune words on leather characters. Rune words don't cycle or anything, they're just rune words. They do cycle in Resurrected. In the remake they do cycle as far as I know. Oh yeah, I found 2 keys of terror on this character. Oh, that's cool. I have to look up what they're for. I've never seen them before. Yeah, I know it. I know now. I kinda wonder how I'm gonna beat Andaria. How difficult is it gonna be? Because the big problem with Andaria is gonna be, you know, my mercenary is gonna die in seconds against her. and then I just have to rely on my
I
potions to keep mana.
sense a demonic presence here.
I started here, so I go this way. I don't actually know how the ladder works. I usually don't play ladder, like even in Path of Exile, I didn't usually play seasonal. My main was a non-seasonal character, and then sometimes I play seasonal because some of the mechanics they added to those were actually a lot of fun. Like I remember one time they added like a mechanic where you could find these groups of statues just out in the world, surrounding like a crystal or something, and if you activate the crystal, all the statues come alive, and you have a certain amount of time to kill them all for like extra loot. And that was cool because a lot of it adhered to a lot of different builds. You either one-shot them one by one or group kill them. And since I was playing a summoner for the most part, like my main of
Can't carry anymore.
the fuck is it called? Off ladder, I just call it the ladder, was a summoner, but I also played a summoner on the ladder if I can help it. And it just turns into like my army fighting that army. That's the best part of playing summoner in these kind of games. Just making them clash. Okay, well I went the wrong way, I guess. I know I'm on Act 1, but you see how much more efficient Bonemancer feels like. Especially with my personal tank. Well,
Not enough mana.
the mercenary just got shattered. I have to go back for him.
Yes?
Yes?
I'm gonna remove the slow because holy shit, these enemy effects on Hell can last for minutes. Oh, fucking guy. Okay, we definitely don't need that. Level 90. Amplified damage is... Well, yes, in Hell, amplified damage is just a permanent thing. You become... You're not playing a sorceress, you're not playing a necromancer, you're playing a candle. That's what you are. Enjoy your new lot in life.
I can't carry anymore.
I have never actually been... Well, I've been in terror zones, obviously. I haven't been in Pandemonium.
Hello.
It's too involved for me. It's the best way I can describe that curse. You're a candle, because there is a flame on top of you and you melt in seconds. My resists? They're currently pretty good because of the event, but yes. Oh, hello. We still have half an hour of the event, I think. Yeah, 30 minutes. This is probably better than Nagelring, but I don't really want to replace it because I like the 30% better chance of getting magic items. That again, maybe that's holding me back because I need base items right now with the shield and stuff. Nice. Anyway, let's get the move on before the event changes. We will get some other effect, so it's not a complete bust, but 75% resistances is very powerful. Probably the best you can have, actually. Rat Shifter. Cool name. I wonder how revolutionary it was in like 1998 or whenever the original came out that the unique enemies had randomized names. About to die. I really need better armor for him.
Greetings.
I'm running out of money. Need to start picking this shit up and selling it. And points in their attempt magic find charm. That's pretty good. I wish I found magic find charms. Where the fuck are you going? Okay, this. Armor. Okay. Found level 3, but I kind of want the checkpoint. You know what? I can get the checkpoint later. Let's kill Andaria while we still have the bonus resistances. Trying really fucking hard to keep him alive. Look at my mana, by the way. That's how much it matters. Well, up to plus 75 probably just means that you can't go above the maximum. So if you're already near the maximum, you're obviously not getting 75. Okay, this is the best setup. Golem up front, me spamming, mercenary hiding around the corner. It probably has like a diminishing return if you already have a lot of resistances. I don't know how it works. Scouting spears. So fucking dark here. I need to scout ahead with spears. Okay, well, that ended well. You're not dealing with them, don't worry. Don't play with the mean kids, Azriel. Ezzy. I'm pretty sure at the current point I'm tankier than my mercenary. And I'm still using stealth. Reached 1500. Fuck is the entrance? Come on, we're gonna run out of time. Stop fucking around! Keep going! Up there. Yeah, it's right here. Open a portal just to be safe. We have 25 more minutes. What? What is that? Try to kill the shamans. Okay, Golem is just pulling the boss. Okay, boss is pulled. And that was the boss.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, that's...
Back to the hell that spawned you, Andariel.
That's the Bone Mancer. I can't take. That was the boss. That was Andariel. It was basically nothing. I did spam my mercenary with Forager because I didn't want him to die. That would have made things a bit more difficult. But in general, I mean, it wasn't any harder than Summoner. It was much faster.
Finally, we made.
Kinamil's soul, all. Kinamil's all. What's an all? +6 to Holy Fire. Paladin only. I mean, that's the highest number to a skill I've ever seen, but I don't know if Holy Fire is any good. I'll put it here for now. Well, this is a giant sword.
Hello.
Hoping that would sell for more. Getting rid of the excess. Before the end of the stream, I want to make it to the maggot layer, just to show off the absolute comparison, the difference between the summoner there and the Bone Mancer.
Hello. Greet.
I might just skip the sewers for
I
now
bet you.
and go straight to maggot layer. You're also looking for a +3 necromancer skills. I think that's the best amulet I can find. Wait, these guys are immune to cold. How are they getting slowed? What's going on? Can we stop for a moment? For fuck's sake, stop walking. Holy fuck. It's not a cold slow, so it slows cold immune enemies. That's weird. But useful. Definitely useful. This stuff. Dying. I love how the mercenary is rushing ahead and the golem is just scratching his ass in the back. Primary strat for nil attack on magic resistant. What's the primary stat? I love when enemies are just so clueless. That guy literally just walked through us. Because enemies can't change their mind. They're not coded for that.
Can't carry anymore.
To sell this. Drop meteors on his head. That was the best strategy in Quest 64 as well. What a coincidence. I have no idea who's gonna get that joke.
I am overburdened.
I am just full of surprises, aren't I? But no, I haven't played it, I just saw a video on it. But I know that the best strategy in that game was to put up a shield and then drop rocks on enemies' head. I think it was the best strategy to the point, not even like in Diablo, obviously that's, yeah, for the sorcerer, but there, it's like, there is no reason to ever do anything else. We don't need the Halls of the Dead. We already have the Oradric Cube. Oh, oh, hello.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, shut up. I did not know they can spawn this close to the edge. Okay, we have a lot of stuff here that I want to keep. So let's open a portal and sell this stuff.
I know.
You know. All resistance is 40. Eh. But yeah, in general, just want to top that topic off. In general, my tendencies to browse the internet's random pages, including but not limited to YouTube, especially not limited. I have a lot of knowledge about completely random and completely useless topics. But I'm also completely, I don't know, there are a lot of things that people take for granted that I just don't know nothing about. The guy's about to die, great. Protesting what? What are you protesting? Don't protest. Protest? Protest. I mainly know about Quest 65. I heard from various sources, but the main source I know about it from is from the Pro Jared video. He has like a half-an-hour video on it, I think. And it's interesting because the funny thing is that Quest 64 has quote-unquote level up mechanic that is very similar to Elder Scrolls, Oblivion specifically. And probably Skyrim as well. I don't remember, I haven't played Skyrim that much.
Good evening.
Where you level things up by using them, but it's not necessarily the best way to level them up. Okay, we're in the Far Oasis. Next step. Well, I want to find the checkpoint first, and then we are going to the maggot lair. Remember, Hell Maggot Lair with Summoner took me like an hour and a half to trudge through. Let's see how long this is gonna last. Yeah, Skyrim, but Oblivion does too, except it was a worse version, because the best way to level in Oblivion was to level up the skills you're not intending to use. Which is just completely backwards, and I don't know how they didn't catch that. Being a lawn mover for swarms, don't worry about it. I don't want to deal with the nests because those still take a long time to deal with. Looking for the checkpoint. Kind of got curious. They released Skyrim like 100 different times. Are they ever gonna release another Elder Scrolls, like a brand new one? And if so, what other regions do we still have that they didn't make a game for? Because I assume they have like a world map at this point, like Daggerfall is a region. Oblivion took place in the other region that I don't remember the name of right now. What other regions are there that we didn't have a game yet? Hammerfall, Redguard territory, is in development since when? I haven't heard about it. That does. There's. You are gonna kill my mercenary. Okay, I gave it a full skill. Okay, there's the maggot layer. Where is the checkpoint? 2018? Like 6 years ago. Why? Are they planning to take forever with it? I don't know how to fake a laugh, but just pretend it was that. Oh shit. Starfield. Wasn't Starfield kind of bad when it came out? How long are they gonna polish it? That came out years ago, right now. Did it? Or did it just feel like years ago because of the past few years? Are they trying to pull a No Man's Sky with it? I don't know if you can do that twice. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it was like 2 years ago, 2.5 at this point. What have they done with it in that time? Okay, we're entering the maggot lair. Remember, oh, an auto. We're racing against like an hour and a half here. This is actually a really good place for me because, generally speaking, the mercenary is not gonna take damage because he's stuck behind the golem permanently. We're gonna die here. That was a cord enchanted. The mercenary is kind of stuck behind me, which is perfect. Just stay behind there and give me the aura. You don't need to join the fight. Nothing of interest there. Oop. Somehow he still manages to fucking tank everything. You fucking idiot. I hate these mercenaries.
Hello.
But DLC is not exactly fixing the game, that's just milking it more.
Yes, citizen.
Trying to put the golem up front. Why is it so fucking big? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna go back. Honestly, what's the point of this layout? I was going the wrong way. Fucking... Hampshire. Oh. I honestly don't know which way to go. Just go this way. Got an Eth rune announcing, because there's not much else to say here. Just trying to get through as fast as possible. Like locusts, I actually like seeing them because they're very quick to kill and they don't really do much. I went the right way. Nice. No, I'm not letting you in there, mercenary. You're staying in the tunnel. Clear?
I can't carry anymore.
I think we're gonna head back. There's some stuff, and I hope I didn't fuck myself with it.
It is an honor to serve you.
A lot of money. I need money. Own character somehow. Didn't know that's possible, but I'm pretty sure in the rework you actually lose more money than in the original. You're much stronger now. I don't believe you. This is a perfect showcase of Bone Mancer in this place. Just shoot down the straight line and everything dies eventually. Oh boy. Okay, which way could be the cool here? Oh, that's just scarabs. Why do scarabs have the lightning thing? What is that based on? Putting the golem first. He almost just ran in there.
I am overburdened.
So... okay, yes. Golem says this way. Okay. He's fighting something back there.
Thanks.
It's funny how the best way to use the mercenary is to just prevent it from doing anything, and the moment he actually does something, it's like, oh no! He's doing something, fucking stop him! Health regen? What about that? Oh, found it. Golem immediately in the thick of things. Come back here. Oh, did it change? I'm gonna check in a second.
I need mana.
Look at the aura actually doing something very impactful. It's slowing all of these enemies. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up the rest of these. Bonus health regeneration to heroes.
I can't carry anymore.
Got an ancient shield. Radamant sphere. For poison no when struck, faster block rate, increased chance of blocking, damage, poison damage over time, enhanced defense, poison resist 75. Level 6 poison explode. This looks pretty good. It's level 50 shield, not that bad. Huh. Also, though, I don't know what they're talking about life regen. Look at this life regen. It's so good I almost can't see it. But yeah, I've done Maggot Lair in about... Well, let's be very pessimistic and say it was about 15 minutes. And I'm pretty sure I'm lower level here than I was with the summoner.
Hello.
Hello.
Thus,
Yes. Yeah, it's 10 to 15. I didn't check exactly, but it was close to 8 close to the full hour here when I entered. And now it's about full hour 10. So it's between 10 and 15 minutes. It was hilariously easy compared to what most classes have to go through there. Summer is the worst for that area. But funnily enough, Bonemancer is pretty much the best one because of Spear. Because it's a line that pierces everything. You can't get better than that for Maggot Lair. As I said, I was stuck in Maggot Lair Hell on my summoner for like an hour and a half. Because you just can't kill anything fast there. It's like 1 or 2 summons can actually attack and then everyone else just stands there and watches. It was torture. But Bonemancer just breezes through it. It's actually amusing. Okay, now I have to find a way forward. Go to the Claw Viper Temple. That's also... I actually... Didn't my summoner do the Viper Temple really fast? Because I accidentally just went the right way and immediately found the way forward? Or was it Nightmare Bonemancer? I don't know. Wait, it's not here. I think I'm looking for an EO rune. IO, whatever you wanna call it. Because isn't white Dolio? Where am I going? And I don't have an IO rune. But yeah, I'm looking for that. Raven, I'm already out of the Maggot Lair. Yeah, it was not even funny how fast it was. Well, it was a little funny. Yeah, the only thing I really wish about the summoner is that summons really shouldn't block each other. If they could go through each other, you wouldn't have to worry about any of this. You're gonna fucking die. Get back here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that guy there. Immune to magic. I'm not dealing damage to him.
Good evening.
Need some help?
Merc with Infinite. Isn't Infinity like a lot more expensive? What does it give again? My memory for these kind of things is bad. That's why I constantly make use of Notepad to note down my plans. But these guys are immune to magic too. I can't fight those. See how it is. Wonder if I should get 1 point in Poison Nova for those kind of guys. Just so the plus skills pump it up a little bit and I have an alternative source of damage in case something is completely immune to magic. Like those guys. It would be like 3... Yeah, it would be 3 extra points spent to get those abilities. Wonder if that would be worth it. What do you think? Conviction? What does that do? Okay, we found our way through.
This place is as...
Oh, well, yeah, obviously, if you're doing a sorceress, lowering enemy resistances is just a no-brainer. Do you think Bone Mancer would benefit with a few points in Poison Nova? For those times when the enemy is immune to magic? Like just completely immune to magic? Dekka Deva, hello, welcome, thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. I'm basically done for today. I don't know if you've been here before, maybe you saw it. But I beat the game already. This is just for me, just venting on how bad Summoner actually is. I don't want to say that Summoner is bad, because I'm pretty sure there are no bad builds in this game. There are only slow builds. Well, it gets synergies, but plus 3 points, whatever. Poison Dagger, Poison Explosion. How much would it do at like synergy 4, level 4? Because it's not much damage, but it can be spammed. I could try it at some point, and then if it doesn't work, then just respec. I still have all my respecs, all 3 of them. Fucking idiot, stop going in there, you piece of shit! And he's dead. Okay. I did go the right way. once I go get my mana battery back. Really expensive to keep going. Fire Thunder Charms. I have not went to
Who goes there?
a part of the game where I can get those charms. Maybe I should have played some Terror Hell things, but I feel like as a summoner it also wouldn't have been that interesting to watch. Yes, so 10. If I put 1 point in these, with my current build, that would be 80% bonus damage to Poison Nova. And Poison Nova itself would also be level 4, so how much is that? Level 4, let's say 115, 108, about 200, so 100 DPS. You can also do this as a Bone Mancer. I don't actually know if it reaches to the other side, but it should be hitting something. Oh! Oh! Oh, look at that! Oh, that fucker is immune. I'm gonna grab that only to the other guy.
What a pity. I was beginning to enjoy.
I found an EO rune.
I...
Let me just fix myself up.
I've heard it. I've been... Ask and learn.
Okay. White. Dolio. 2-socket Vand. 2-socket Wand. Dol. 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 Eo. In this wand. That's gonna be a huge... Look at this wand currently. It gives +3 to Bone Spear, +2 to Life Tap. I don't use Life Tap, but there you go. Then I put Dole Eo. Dole Eo. Now it gives +3 to Poison and Bone Skills, +5 to Bone Spear, +3 to Bone Armor, +4 to Skeleton Mastery for some fucking reason. +2 Life Tap. So this is +8 Bone Spear. That puts Bone Spear at level 31 currently. That puts it over 2000 damage per cast. This is where we start cooking. This is what they call the Bone Master. It also increases the other ones, by the way. Teeth finally hitting the 300 mark. Pretty good. Bone Spirit is 2400. This game server is going down for maintenance in 6 minutes. Didn't they have maintenance yesterday?
I don't
Oh, we'll do that later. How often do they need maintenance? But yes, this is what Bonemancer is about. And I think even if it's going down, if I really want to, I can go back to the offline one, maybe do a terror zone. But you see the difference, and you can probably draw some conclusions when you compare to the Summoner and the Bonemancer. The Summoner feels really fucking bad in comparison. It has its niches, but it's just so goddamn slow because the skeletons don't scale enough and the golems are mostly useless. Anyway, I'm gonna log off because of that. One thing I'm really, because I still have half an hour and I might not play the entire way. But one thing I want to check real quick is a Hell Terror Zone. How difficult is that? How difficult it is to get something nice there? I'm assuming offline characters don't go offline during maintenance. I just load already. Great Marsh. What, Raven? Are you telling me that they go down every single day? Okay, Great March. Act 3, of course. I don't know, because I played the game other times and it didn't go down. My god. Okay, Terrorized. Level 82. Let's do it for a little while. Let's see what we can get in like 15 minutes or something. I'm using Decrepify because I'm not sure how strong these enemies are. Don't seem that bad. Again, just noting, this is the first time I'm doing this. I have never done Hell Terror mission, because that's kind of a little beyond my time. Is it gonna be interesting? That doesn't feel much different right now. No. Except for those can still kill me. Oh shit. There was a named bomb somewhere. Where did that go? Oh, well, I don't know. So is this the end game for... What the fuck? Death Weaver the Unclean. Is this the end game for Diablo? People just go to terror zones and kill everything? I mean, it's genre appropriate, but... Well, I guess the Pandemonium event can be endgame. Uber Diablo, I don't consider that endgame because that's just... The way it's summoned makes it feel more like an Easter egg. Like, that's like saying that the secret cow level is an endgame. What can they usually farm fast? Are there like tried and true stuff? So, in this very moment, my phone lit up, and that it doesn't usually do that, so I'm checking what is this. I got a message from Battle.net. It says, right after connecting, oh. Diablo 4 is discounted, apparently. Not as much as on Black Friday, and I didn't buy it then, so it doesn't really affect me. It's funny that it happened right now as I was talking about playing this. You're from an independent flag, you're replacing physical immunities. Yeah, I guess. I mean, physical immunities don't even stop me much, because I have amplified damage and stuff like that. That removes the immunity. But it's more like, if I was a Bone Mancer, I would definitely want to avoid places with magic resistance, immunities. Because that is, I actually just cannot do anything about that. Again, unless I try out the Poison Nova backup plan. Poison Nova is probably one of the most fun abilities. It's just too bad that it barely has any, like, support. By that I don't mean synergies. I mean that if you're going for a poison build, you just have Poison Nova. That's it. Give it 5 more minutes. Can I get something nice in 5 minutes? What do you think? Also, I'm not gonna farm anything on this character. If I wanted a character where I actually farm and try to get better and optimize and whatever, I would play it online. This was just for the stream. Look at us. Yet again, we are candles. Foul bang. candle. You're a candle. Don't lightning jab. Candles are deathly afraid of lightning. That's a little known fact about candles. Okay, this place actually, the interesting thing about terror zones is that terror zones are only terrorized one at a time, but the zones themselves aren't very big. So if you want to farm one for the entire hour, you're probably gonna have to reload a few times. Death Venom the Tainted. Especially if your build is like already pretty optimized and you can finish a zone really fast. Yeah, I would probably want to avoid zones with souls, not for any specific reason, just a personal preference. And I feel like I share that preference with a lot of people, based on hearsay and experience. Where the fuck is that going? I'm not chasing you down. Ah, fuck! That reminds me how I still can't get over the fact that when you enter Act 1 final area, the monastery, the necromancer says that he detects a demonic presence in there. I'm like, no shit. What have you been detecting so far? And I can criticize that line now, even though I didn't criticize it as a kid, because I didn't speak English as a kid. I wouldn't have known what he's saying. That was part of the fun with video games, especially with like cutscenes or where people are talking, where I don't speak English, but I see the situation, so I'm just gonna make up my own dialogue, and that was the story. Just I made it up. Plus, I could guess from the inflection what they were saying. That can actually tell a lot. Funnily enough. Okay, 5 minutes passed. I'm gonna find one more unique. Kill it. If it doesn't drop anything, then I'm ending the stream. And if it does drop anything, I'm still ending the stream. I don't know why I say it like that. There was no unique among those. Miraculously. Miraculously. I think I'm saying that right. Where are the uniques? There are like 3 of them present at all times, and now that I want one, there is just none. It's kind of weird. A fetish shaman says that it raises other fetishes, like other shamans in the game. But unlike other shamans, they barely ever do it. I don't know what went wrong there. Okay, we're not going. Okay, well, I'm not gonna look for one anymore. Didn't get one. That's the end of it. We didn't get anything, but I guess it's probably the most fun you can have in such a game. Just go around killing stuff.
You have defeated the primeval in combat. Ormus is impressed beyond words. But staying here will not end this conflict. You must enter the infernal gate and stop Diablo once and for all.
You're a bit late on that, dude, but sure. Nobody tell him. Alright. Guess I should wrap it up. So, I played this game, well, the original, as a kid. What do I think about this now? I mean, it's still a good game, obviously. I don't think anything's gonna change that, ever. It has all the pains of an early 2000s game, obviously. Weird design choices, weird balance decisions. But, you know, it was 2001 when Lord of Destruction came out. We've learned a lot about game design since then, which, on one hand, it's at the... How do you say it? You can compliment Diablo 2 for getting so many things right in an era when people weren't necessarily getting so many things right. And you can also blame Blizzard for getting the same things wrong 20 years later in the new Diablo games, in World of Warcraft, or whatever else games they make. They still get the same things wrong. And I feel like if they got a lot of things right here, just do that, but more, and then fix whatever wasn't good at that point. And then you can get a great game, but they can't do that anymore because if they... Raven, can you clear the chat? Because when they make a new game today, they can't just make a new game. They have to make a new game that people will play for like the next 2 or 3 or 5 years. Because that's how live service works. Live service really is like I can't even say that because Diablo 2 is a fucking live service game. The primary way to play the game is through online. So I can't even say that. That's not the problem. It's the problem. The problem is the mindset that they attach to it nowadays. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling before I go into a rant again. Let's see. Calendar. So this Friday is gonna be a normal stream. Next Monday is gonna be a normal stream. Wednesday, that's Christmas Day, 25th. I think I can stream normally there. But on Friday the 27th, I might have to skip the stream because I'm going to family for the entire day. I don't know when I'm leaving and I probably can't make a full stream. And I don't think it's worth rushing for like a small stream. So I might just skip that day. But I'm gonna say more on that next week, early next week. For now, on this Friday, I'm going to do my best to start streaming Path of Exile 2. The idea behind that stream is gonna be comparing the mechanics in that game and the original Path of Exile. That means that I might not finish the game. I don't care about the story really. Obviously I'm curious what they come up with in comparison to the first one, because the first one was pretty weird. But the primary objective is to just test the mechanics, because, you know, it's open beta. And in open beta, chances are they're not gonna change the core mechanics, so I can judge by that. Which also means that I might not finish the game. I might just play it for a couple of streams and then leave it at that. It's not like a playthrough. Yeah, I'm just curious about what they cooked. But until then, thank you for watching. Who is still here, who is not here, thank you all. And until next time, see y'all. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, okay?